Do you want to be in the film? Do you want to say hi to all the Sagittarians out there? Look, it's Ariel. She's come to say hi just for you, my dear Sagittarians. Hey everybody, it's me, Stella Wilde. I'm here with your February, can you believe it, 2019 monthly horoscopes. So we're going to get into that in a second. A couple of quick announcements. First of all, as you may know from last month, I am writing a monthly astrology column. I will leave a link in the description, so you might want to check out your written horoscopes as well as watching your taroscope here. Also, I am starting to do astrology consultations. I'm offering two different types of astrology readings. One is about love and one's about money. If you want to dive deeper into yourself and learn a little bit more about your own chart in relation to those two topics, then book a reading with me, an astrology reading. The love reading is on sale until February 15th, so you might want to check that out. And as always, I am available for personal tarot readings. I will leave a link in the description because remember, these videos that I post here on YouTube are general and you should watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest picture for yourself. And finally, thank you. Thank you for supporting me, for supporting the channel, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. I so appreciate it. We are building a very strong community here and I love reading your comments and I'm so glad that the readings have been resonating. So yeah, I'm very, very grateful. So thank you all out there in YouTube land. I appreciate it and I appreciate you. All right, so let's get into the energies for February 2019. Yeah, it's really hard to do a reading and have space on your desk when the cat is here. All right, Sagittarius, here's how it's going to go down for your February 2019 monthly tarot reading. The cat is still here, by the way, so hopefully she'll move so I can lay out the cards. The first thing we're going to do is take a look at your love life. I'm going to do a modified Celtic cross, and the cat will get out of the way, with the Victorian Romantic Tarot, and then we will take a look at your money career life. After that, we'll pull a few extra tarot cards for further intuitive messages, and then an angel card at the end. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to pick her up and move her. Okay, I'm sure she's not going to like that, but what can you do? All right, let's hope that we like the cards this month for you, Saggies. It's been interesting doing these readings so far this month. I've noticed for most signs, either the love's good and the money's or the money's good and the love is So let's see. A few signs did have very good positive energy in both my Aquarians, my Pisces, and my Scorpios. So if you have that element in your chart, Saggy, check out those readings. Also, make sure you check out my monthly horoscope, written horoscope. I will leave a link in the description. All right. I'm just going to do one little spritz. I know. You're like, will she get on with the reading? Okay. All right. Here we go. We have to have a little drama, a little entertainment. All right. Ooh, that card is sticking. Let's look at this card. As I was cutting, this card stuck. Justice, okay. And it was kind of appearing upside down. Let's set this card to the side and see how it might be applicable to the reading that we are about to do for your love life. Okay. All right, so as I said, I'm doing a modified Celtic cross. I'm laying out 6 cards. And, you know, this is so interesting. All the cards here are upside down, except for one in the present position. So there is still a feeling of confusion with your love life. I feel like I'm hearing close but no cigar. That's what I'm hearing, that old-fashioned expression that, you know, almost something happened, but not quite. And there is some unstable energy because we have 2 5s here. We have the 5 of Cups upside down, the 5 of Swords upside down in the near future. I'll show you all these and we'll get into this, but I'd like to just do an overall energetic assessment. So I feel like with the Justice card upside down, which is how it did come out, I feel like what's going on with this energy is you're feeling like, WTF, is there any freaking justice in my love life? Like, when is something positive going to happen? Because in the present position, we have the Ace of Wands crossing the 5 of Cups. So you very much want, Sagittarius, a fresh start, a yes, and a hell yes in your love life. You want that spark and that connection with somebody. And that's why I feel like close but no cigar. Like there was maybe one possibility, but for whatever reason, it did not work out, which is why we have the 5 of Cups upside down. It may not have worked out because either you or the other party has not healed yet from a past situation. Okay, so what's at the base of the reading underneath those 2 cards is the Queen of Pentacles upside down. So there is an aspect, Sag, of not feeling at your full capacity, not feeling at your full power, not feeling fully in your own power, empowered, confident. That's what I need another sip of coffee. I'm doing these in the morning because I'm trying to get them finished. And as you may know, if you watch my channel, I usually do readings at night. So it's very different energy for me to be doing them in the morning, but I want to get them done. All right. So just bear with me. This is the idea of not feeling confident, not feeling in your power. Your self-esteem could be low based on the recent past, Empress upside down. You could be feeling a lack of, if a woman's watching this and you vibe with that feminine energy, I mean, it doesn't matter, male or female. I try to be gender neutral as best I can with these readings. Because, people watch of all different backgrounds, different orientations, and I try to be inclusive. So when I say feminine energy, take that for, what you want from that. But there has been a feeling of like you were rejected, your femininity, your nurturing, let's face it, your love, Empress card, is all about love, nurturing, creativity, birthing new things, right? So this energy in the recent past, this Empress upside down, it's like your feminine love essence, and again, feminine in quotes, was rejected. There was something that was not accepted. And as a result, I think it hurt your self-esteem a little bit. Okay, which is why the Queen of Pentacles is showing here upside down. The other possibility, because it's a general reading, it's the possibility also is that you may not have had enough resources, financial resources, and that has affected your sense of value and your sense of feeling valued by somebody, okay? Like, you may think that you may have a belief that your value is somehow tied up in what's in your bank account. And because there may not be that much in your bank account right now, you may feel that was a reason for rejection. I think that's all in your head personally, okay? But, that's another possibility. Again, it's a general reading, hard to say for every single Sagittarian watching this, but in any case, there is this idea that, your confidence and your self-esteem is not at its full capacity. And there's some issue about even self-nurturance. It could be that instead of taking care of yourself, you're looking for that validation and that caretaking from somebody else, but it's not happening because you need to learn the lesson that it's got to come from you first. Okay, so that's another possibility. But with this Ace of Wands here and this Five of Cups, it's like you very much, as I already said, want that spark. I love this card. You want this spark, this flame to happen again. And I feel like there was probably one flirtation, one energy around you, or there will be in February. But for whatever reason, it doesn't quite gel because of this Five of Cups upside down. You're not entirely ready. The other person may not be entirely ready. At the top of your reading, the card kind of like when I do just a 6-card Celtic cross, it's hanging over your head, what I call it. So top of mind, what's in your mind, your belief system, what you're thinking about in February is Wheel of Fortune upside down. Like, when is the timing ever going to turn in my favor? When am I ever going to meet a person that I can truly be myself with, etc.? It's coming. I really feel with that, Jupiter in your home sign and some other aspects that are going on in the astrology, you have a very good chance, Sagittarius, this year of meeting a viable candidate for a serious relationship. For some of you, it might come a little later in the year, and that's okay. I mean, because that's the thing, right? A lot of people think as soon as Jupiter enters like a good part of your chart, like it's going to start immediately manifesting things. And I mean, it may, but sometimes these larger planets deliver their benefits after the transit's over or after it's significantly gone into that sign. So with this Five of Swords upside down in your near future, and with this timing card, we could be looking at another 5 weeks. We could be looking at another 5 months, okay, until the wheel, the timing turns in your favor, Sagittarius, for manifesting this Ace of Wands situation that you want. Okay, and like I said, you know me, if you've been watching my readings, of course, I'm not trying to say this to upset you or be a Debbie Downer, okay? Like, I read the energies that are here. And of course, knowledge is power. You have personal choice and personal destiny. Could this timing speed up if you start working on yourself and healing some aspects of yourself that do need to be addressed before you get into another serious relationship? Yes, if you do that, timing is fluid. Choices we make, things that we do can speed up manifestation or slow it the hell down. So, you have the power. If you don't like this energy that I'm seeing here for February, then change it. You can. So there may be something you need to come to terms with in terms of a third party, Sagittarius, in the month of February. Now, I like that this card is upside down rather than upright, because when the Five of Swords is upright, it can signify an actual fight, something, coming to blows, right? Emotional blows with somebody else, usually in regards to a third party. But with it upside down, it's like that energy is still around, but I feel like you may not have like a direct altercation. I feel it's more like the idea like this is the thing that needs to be healed. And I feel like there's an internal battle with yourself that's going on about being an outsider. Where are you in this third party? Okay? I mean, I think you might have been this person over here. Oops, I'm out of focus. Hello? Hello? There we go. Okay. So I think you might have been this person crying over here in the third party, while, excuse me, some other person, swanned off with somebody else, and they're kind of mocking you, like, haha, you were such a ding-a-ling, you didn't notice that, I was playing away, So I think there's this energy of you have to forgive yourself. Like, I think that there's an energy of beating yourself up so that the fight isn't coming from outside, the fight is coming from inside. And so it's like like a guilt, a shame, like, did I screw something up? Like, what's wrong with me? You know, like all that type of energy, especially with these other cards here that are upside down. And you're like, am I cursed forever? This Wheel of Fortune upside down. You know, the Empress upside down. Is there something wrong with my love style? Is something wrong with me? Why am I being rejected? I feel like crap. Like, why does nobody see my value? See your own value first. Okay? That's the kind of energy I am seeing. All right, I need to pause my video because I don't want it to melt down. I'll be right back. Yes, you know, I have to pause every, 10, 12 minutes or so that my computer doesn't have a meltdown. Sometimes it'll stop recording, I don't know, and then I lose stuff. So anyway, the joys of technology. Okay, back to the issue at hand. So that's why I think there was a justice upside down when that card was sticking. Justice will be served, though. I think you can turn this card around. I mean, I know you can turn this card around to be upright, to get what you deserve. Will it come in February? I'm not seeing love potential here. I'm seeing healing potential. Healing needs to be done first on yourself. Once that is done, justice will be served. But right now, that you feel like the justice is upside down. You feel that like the universe's timing sucks, quite frankly. You feel like, what is this? Empress upside down, Five of Cups upside down. There's still some lingering sadness that needs to be healed. With these issues that I've already talked about. So, but again, if this does not resonate with you, and it may not, please watch your rising sign, your moon sign, and or your Venus sign. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at your money and career life. I mean, with Jupiter in your sign, Sagittarius, that and it being its home sign, there is an enormous potential for healing with that going through your sun sign. So, this is a great time to make great strides in getting yourself together in whatever way you need to. So, all right, let's see. My Sagittarians, what is going on for money and career? And the cat doesn't show up for all the signs. She doesn't. So when she shows up, your reading is important. Just saying. Okay. All right, Saggies. Oh, interesting. Oh, that Five of Wands. Oh, no, you had the Five of Swords. Now we have the Five of Wands. Oh, my goodness. All right, well, at least not every card is upside down here, so that's good. But again, there's an element of discord. This Five of Wands is at the base of your reading. Yeah. All right, let's get into this. So the current energy is we have the Knight of Pentacles upside down, crossed by the Knight of Cups. In the recent past, we have the Two of Cups upside down. This situation of the kind of missed opportunity in your love life, I feel, is affecting your money this month, or could potentially affect your productivity. This energy may be hanging over your head, and we have the Hangman. So I think that one of the things to come to terms with in February is not to throw yourself off track for your financial pursuits, your projects, because of you don't want to sacrifice your productivity and your finances just because a love situation didn't work out. All right, so that's something to get a handle on. I feel like also you're very emotional this month, Sagittarius. We have the Queen of Cups in the near future upside down. So, and with this Five of Wands, there could be a little bit of an emotional meltdown, a temper tantrum over some sort of money situation that is slow in manifesting. Eventually, will it turn the corner? Yes, we have the Knight of Cups here. So, but again, this is the energy of that love offer, right? So that's why I'm saying I feel like since this is crossing this, that this energy is somehow influencing in a not great way your productivity. And like I said, I feel like there is some level of emotional reactivity. There could also be emotional reactivity to slow finances. Like you're almost, I'm going to pull a couple more cards for this reading, that you're feeling kind of at the end of your rope. It's like you've been trying all these different things. You've been putting out different projects. There could also be some news about an expense that comes in, particularly in regards to your home. And you may be like, I can't, really? Like, really, one more thing? Like, one more thing? I'm going to lose it. So, there also could be a lot of competition for some sort of, if you're looking for a job, there could be, you may find that there's a lot of competition around you. And it may take extraordinary and extra efforts to make that a reality in your life if you're going for something. I mean, don't give up. We have this Knight of Cups here. There could be a positive new offer coming your way. But there is an element of waiting, right? The Hangman. There's an element of waiting. There's an element perhaps of sacrifice. I feel like if you get a job offer this month, Sag, it may not be at the level of compensation that you would like, unfortunately. So, and despite the fact that there was a lot of competition for it, the offer may not be entirely, like I said, financially what you want. But I think there could be an offer, which is why it's like this, the idea of the sacrifice. Do I have to sacrifice a certain salary I want in order to get my foot in the door and start building something? That's a possibility. But I feel like it's going to really play on you emotionally, this Queen of Cups upside down. There also could be some sort of disregard of your intuition regarding this offer. So I believe, I would have to look at the astrology again, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, we're under the influence of that Jupiter square Neptune anyway, and Mercury's going to be conjunct Neptune. There is some illusory energy going around in February where people are not seeing things entirely clearly, all right? So that's a little bit of this. Like you're seeing things through possibly rose-colored glasses when you need to get real about a situation, a financial or work-related decision. You're not listening to your intuition. You're kind of telling yourself some fairy stories, even though your intuition is telling you, hold up, wait. So there's like I said, so there's an element of possibly waiting, sacrifice. I'm going to pull a couple more cards, but I mean, the thing to remember is that it's not always going to be like this. Sometimes we get in these situations and we feel like, is there any way out? And yes, there is a way out, and it's temporary. All right, let's see. What else do my Sagittarians need to know? If you're already employed and you're not looking for a job, it could be that there's some sort of perhaps new offer to change your job. Maybe it's a lateral move. I would think very carefully about it because there's some aspect of it that possibly could be much more emotionally demanding and take you away from maybe your family or from some outside things you like to do. It could require a lot of time. It may not be worth your sacrifice. All right, so that's another possibility. And there could be a, female water sign boss you're dealing with or supervisor. So a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. All right, so this is very interesting. So I just pulled 3 more cards to clarify. And we are asking about money. Look what comes up, 5 of Pentacles. But we have Ace of Cups in the middle. And then we have the Judgment card. So this is very interesting. I feel like what this is saying is that you need to hold out for the thing that brings you the most passion and joy. You know, we get one chance to go around. I mean, even in this life, I mean, even if you believe in reincarnation, you know, yeah, that's the next life. What are we doing in this life, you know? So you're here with your chance. Like, what is going to make you really feel happy in your profession and not make you feel like you're working all the hours God sends and you're still in the poorhouse, right? So you want to create a new financial reality for yourself, this Judgment upright. So you want a resurrection, a new life. Where it's going to come from is this Ace of Cups upright. Feeling like you are connected to your creativity, you're connected to your intuition, you're connected to your life purpose, you're connected to your heart purpose. All of those things are Ace of Cups, right? So I feel like for some Sagittarians, based on also the other reading that we were just looking at for your love life, you may be focusing a little too much on your love life and looking to that to ease this feeling. This can also be emotional impoverishment, okay? So that, you know, you could feel spiritually poor, you could feel poor, like nobody sees you, nobody loves, like the little bit of a pity party. But I feel like you're looking outside. You're looking outside to other people to try and fix this and fix you on the inside, when really it's about your connection with yourself and fixing yourself. And when you do that, everything will fall into place. So I think for February, you're going to have, Sagittarius, in both love and money, a strong talk with yourself. Okay? It's going to be like, Sag, you got to get yourself together, all right? And I think within a month, you will, with this Ace of Cups here, you will have really made some positive strides forward in understanding all these things that I was just talking about, and the connection between how you feel in love relationships and how it affects your money and your manifestation. All right, I'll be back in a second. We'll pull a few more cards. Okay, Saggies, I'm now going to pull a couple extra heart chakra tarot cards, and let's see what other intuitive messages we've got for you. Yeah, definitely too, like if you have Venus in Capricorn, Sag, which you might, definitely check out the Capricorn reading, because that energy is somewhat similar to this. And that could lend additional insight to your monthly energies. All right, I'm waiting for one to kind of pop out here or stick out or something. Okay, all right, these 3 were like flying at me. All right, let's see what these are. Oh, we have 4 here. This one card has been haunting you, Sag. This has come up a lot for you when I've used these cards. This confront card, about confronting the shadow, looking at the shadow side, looking at your past. So that's very interesting. And we also have rebuild. So we have, I think this is Tower in regular tarot. Or is this yeah, this is the Tower card. So there is this idea of rebuilding. It's hard, you know, I use so many different decks trying to remember what everything is. We also have the Hangman again. We just had the Hangman. We have Observe. And we have the Magician. So we have a lot of major arcana cards here for you. Actually, they're all major arcana. And then we have Manifest. So this is a significant month for you, Sagittarius, to figure out what you need to confront in yourself, these issues, some of the things that I was just talking about, the things that you need to confront in yourself, these shadow aspects, things I feel from the past, because you can see this person is looking backwards. So it's the idea of what's holding you back from your past, you have not dealt with yet, and rebuilding from there. Rebuilding from a cleansed, I love this, the cleansed heart space right here. That heart is clear and pure and purged of all negativity, all, shame and guilt and lack of self-care. It's all gone. And these beautiful wings in the background, I love this. Like, there is the aspect, like Scorpio also, of, rising from the ashes. There are some things that you need to look at very clearly and not react to. I've already talked about this. Observe them, but do not go into emotional reaction mode. And look at how you may do, when you do that, if you do have that tendency to just be impulsively reactive, observe how that might hurt you. How you might be your own worst enemy with that, if that's something that you tend to do, that Queen of Cups upside down. And finally, think about how you can be the magician in your own life. How are you perhaps holding back your own manifestation powers due to some things you need to release and work through? And once you do that, the magic will happen. And what is it with this one here? We had the Ace of Cups, we had the Ace of Wands, now we're having the Magician. There is this idea of what fresh start do you want to create from your heart, without considering anything else, without worrying about money, without worrying about your love life, without worrying about any external stuff. What is the thing that you most want to spend your time, money, energy, passion on manifesting? The one, it's about the individual, your life purpose, what you came here for. I feel like you're going to get much more clear on that in the month of February. The thing is for you, Sag, is you have to stay emotionally calm and centered. All right? And try not to let these outside things ruffle you. I feel like it's a month of introspection and clarification for you. And I think if you can stay emotionally even-keeled by the end of February, it's likely that there could be a positive manifestation of something you've been working toward. All right. But I feel it's going to be more about yourself. So manifesting some sort of change in your thinking, change in your behavior, change in your habits, something like that. All right. Now let's think of a question. This card that I pulled, this angel card, may be an answer to your question. It may further illuminate this reading. It feels it is. I think it's a processing turning point month for you. All right, let's see. Let's see what else. And if the reading resonates, you want to go deeper, I'd be happy to work with you. So book a tarot reading with me. We get a lot done in a half an hour. And I usually go over a little bit when I do the readings. So sometimes half-hour readings usually end up being like 40 or 45 minutes. So, all right, let's see. All right, this one's flying at me. All right, I love it. The success. So there will be, I feel like I just was saying, there will be some sort of success. Obviously, it's going to be different for every Sagittarian, but there will be something that you're feeling much better about And I feel like it, like I said, I feel like it's a success that's very personal to you. It's about your personal manifestation power and getting yourself on the right track. So, but like I said, I feel like this is coming much more toward the end of February. I mean, it might even be like the very last day of February. So just keep that in mind. Like if you're, doing the work and like, you watch this video and you're like, well, where's the success? And it's like February 24th. You're like, nothing happened. I mean, be patient. I think it could be like the very last moment of February, and there will be something that comes in that is very good, that you'll be very happy about. So, but there's a lot of, like I already said, a lot of personal work to be done, and some maybe internal demons that need to be purged once and for all around self-worth, around feeling left out, around third parties, around your own desirability, all those things. Desirability not just in love, but in money, like about what you deserve. Those things I think are going to start really transforming if you do the work this month, Sagittarius. And by the end, there will be a very lovely success. Okay, Saggies, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing and sharing. I really appreciate it. And I will see you soon. Stella Wilde signing out.